What's good? What's going in YouTube? Yeah, man, as you see the title, breadfruit pudding. Yes, we're gonna make a breadfruit pudding today. I know it's not a prank, it's a real dish that we're gonna make today. Breadfruit pudding. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys never heard of it yet, but as usual, we are just trying to show you guys creative ways how you can use the breadfruit. If you don't have a breadfruit tree, this is a reason to go and plant one now. You understand? So first we're gonna peel the breadfruit, and I should let you guys know before that it's the ripe breadfruit that you're gonna use. The ripe breadfruit. So if you're not lucky enough to have a breadfruit tree where you can hear when a breadfruit ripe and drop, you're gonna get the full breadfruit and you're gonna leave it for maybe a day or two until it ripe. So you definitely need to get the ripe one for this particular dish, this recipe that we're gonna give you here today. So as you can see, we are here peeling the breadfruit, and it's quite easy to peel because it's ripened. All right. So we're gonna get off all those little tough part. What actually happened with this breadfruit, I think you call it bee's bite, where a little tough part always on it, where insect or whatever bites. So we're not gonna use that part. We're basically gonna use the part where the breadfruit is a little better right there. All right, so now we're gonna dice them up in small pieces because we're actually gonna use the blender to prepare this breadfruit for baking. So we're gonna cut them up in little pieces where they can fit in our blender. You're not gonna pressure the blender, you're not gonna pressure the blender. You don't want to burn it up because in these times you need your blender. All right. All right. So now we're gonna get our coconut, and I'm gonna show you a little coconut magic right here. So look at this right now. You see? And to ox out the coconut, it's the same thing again. All right. Well, I'm not a real magician. I'm just trying to be a little funny right there. Anyway, next we're gonna get the coconut cut up where they actually can be blended quite easy without pressuring your blender. And most persons know how to blend a coconut in Jamaica, but for overseas, you guys might gonna have to use the coconut milk, preferably a Grace coconut milk, the one in the can. Yes, but in Jamaica we have these things in abundance, so I'm gonna just blend this up right now to get the natural coconut juice that give your pudding authentic taste. That's why I hear someone say they come to Jamaica and they eat something, it's not like back home, because we use the natural ingredients. All right, so we're gonna get this blended and have it ready. What we're also gonna do, we're gonna use the coconut juice to blend the breadfruit, incorporate all the flavors in it. Yes, and we don't want to use a lot of water. You don't want to use a lot of water because you want to get more of the coconut juice itself. If we could use just the coconut alone, we'd actually do that, but you need a little water to get it out. This right here is natural cinnamon leaf. We actually boiled a few cinnamon leaf to get that natural cinnamon flavor. We're actually gonna use a little cinnamon powder because that's what most of you guys are used to. But as I'm saying, in Jamaica we have these things natural on trees out here, so you can go to the market and get a lot of cinnamon for like $100 or like $200, and it lasts you for a long time. Yeah. So right there, if you observe, I throw about a liter of the coconut trash, as we would call it, in the juice. So that give you a little, coconut texture, like a little crunchiness in the pudding. And right there, I'm grating a little piece of nutmeg. This is the cinnamon powder, as I was telling you, just a little bit. You don't want to put a lot because it's kind of strong. You don't want to spoil the flavor. All right, so we're just getting all of the ingredients together in the coconut milk, a little vanilla, a little salt, your nutmeg, and here we're removing the cinnamon leaf again. All right, because it's already boiled, so we already have the flavor, so you don't necessarily have to leave it in there. All right, trying a little sugar just for that extra sweetness, because we're gonna add flour and stuff. All right, so you're gonna just stir this a little to get everything into one. Get everything together. Then we're gonna use it to blend the breadfruit, the ripe breadfruit. Remember, it has to be ripe for this breadfruit pudding that we're actually gonna make here. While we are getting this done, please remember to subscribe, like, and share this awesome recipe with a friend. Yes. So now we're gonna actually blend out the breadfruit, and as I told you before, we are using the coconut milk with all the ingredients. Yes. And a little trick in making pudding is that you can actually put all your ingredients together and just give it a taste before you actually blend it with either your breadfruit or your potato or cornmeal or whichever pudding you're making. You can actually taste that coconut milk and see if you have the flavors kicking like you would want. If you want a little more vanilla or anything. All right. And it depends on the size of the pudding. If you want to use a whole breadfruit or just a little piece. Here we're using not really a big pudding that we're gonna make, just a little one for today. All right. So I'm gonna get everything together now, and you don't have to blend it out to a pulp. You can just to break down the breadfruit. Okay. And I put a little too much in it this time. And as we're saying, if you don't have access to the dry coconut, you can always use the coconut milk, the one that comes in a can. You know, that could be another option as well. So that's the consistency that we're getting there. Yes, it's breadfruit. Can hear some of you guys asking if it's that really breadfruit. It is. Okay. Now we're gonna add a little flour. We're not gonna actually measure out the flour. We're just gonna throw a little bit, you know, stir it in, blend it in, till we get that texture that we want. You don't want it too runny. You don't want it too thick. You know, you just want it at the right texture. So there we have actually throw a little more flour. It was kind of runny, so we throw a little more flour. And we're gonna mix again and see if it's where we want it. That's another key thing in making pudding. You have to know exact texture that you want. Otherwise your pudding okay. So this is the texture that we want. Alright, so here we're throwing a little brown in, just for color, not necessary for flavor, just for a little color, you know, because the breadfruit is kind of white or yellow. So this browning now would give it a more look that you all used to, give it a little darker color, like, you know, like a potato pudding you'd also use a little browning. Yeah. All right, so for just this little pudding, you don't want to use the big oven. I'm gonna use just a little one. If I was making like 3 or 4 pudding, I'd use the bigger oven. You know, you don't want to waste gas in these trying times. Okay, so with a little TV magic, that's what it looks like. We're gonna bake for maybe about 2 hours at 350 degrees. You know.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, before I give you the sad story about what happened to the pudding, I would like you to go and check out my friend's channel, Anna Royal Cooking. Okay? And you know it's no normal cooking, it's royalty cooking. Yeah man, give her a strength and make sure you know a super cool senior. Okay? Links will be in the description. Everybody know pudding, you have to let it cool for a while so you could get to cut it. Well, this is what happened to me. I leave the pudding for a while to have it cut. When I came back, the pudding was looking like this. It's actually a bittersweet moment. Breadfruit pudding, it's all gone. Look out for my next video where I'm gonna make the breadfruit chips package and all.